The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But the most, something about it still feels holy. The Utes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So BYU's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Utah has been wielding bragging rights after blowing out the Cougars the last time they met.
Yeah, last year it was Utah making the big plays offensively. Defensively, they put the clamps down, David. Can they put a complete game together again?
And BYU making the mistakes. They don't usually make mistakes. Now, in a big rivalry game, can they be more physical and go meet that Utah challenge?
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Smashes through the tackle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Wilson to pass. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wilson will throw. Snagged on the outside, it's Parker. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it! A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wilson to pass. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Caught behind the line. It's Brady. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Right on the money.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Bachmeier. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one you'd like to have back.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Booth was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The booth itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, Dave. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. The short hands, it's Johnson. He's out past the 35. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Lost a throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bachmeier. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Mack. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Now from inside the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got his man. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. Wilson to pass. Might be looking to run. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Still on his feet at the 35. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down and things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield, it's Mack. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Lost to throw again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Parker. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Wilson will throw. He tries to take the top off. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The screen, he's got wheels. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Wilson to pass. Got his man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Utah! And the route is on. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is a team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it. And that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. The give on the inside. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They want to throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. On a little time, lets it go.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wilson will throw. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on third down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bachmeier. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. BYU coming to the line with first and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. BYU now into the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Mack. Completes it in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gets it to him on the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Utes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Split backs here. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU lines up quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Dumps it off in the flats. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. To keep it in the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Finds his big tight end. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth. There we go! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
To the air, it's Mack. Finds his man, it's Buckmeyer. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Buckmeyer. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Mack. He makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. BYU right back to the line. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
He caught it! And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
On the play.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, and get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's